told you to get my name tatted on you. Now you look stupid with my name tatted on your back. Relax. Come inside. Because he's not leaving and you're not leaving either.
You won't believe the level of chaos some women are creating in their own relationships. Cheating with no guilt, abandoning their families, extreme manipulation, and emotional games. And the craziest part? They still think they're in the right.
No, is it cool if I grab your number though?
No.
I can't take you on a date? Why? Oh, okay, no worries.
I'll take it. Like, obviously she's not.
Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm in love with you. What's your name?
Ashley.
Huh?
Ashley.
Are you from Australia?
No, England. It won't work. It's English number.
Huh? Oh yeah, it would work.
It won't work.
It would work.
Already?
What?
That's fun. Oh, you remember?
Who's this? I have no idea what this girl is.
What's your name? I'm from, you know me, I'm from Singapore. You're from where? Afghanistan or something?
I have no idea what this is.
My husband is currently packing his bags and also packing our kids' stuff because he is going to leave to another state, all because I cheated on him with a mutual friend. My husband and I have been together for a while. No, I don't think there was any issues in the relationship or marriage whatsoever. I actually thought our life was pretty perfect, but then I decided to talk to one of our mutual friends and one thing led to another. I think I was just really tired of the fact that my husband was constantly working to make sure that we had a roof over our heads and to make sure that everything was paid, and so I just felt very lonely, so I decided that I was just going to message his friend, you know, just like we are friends, nothing else, that was it, and then all of a sudden it just led to something else. I mean, at least I had the balls to actually tell my husband what was going on because I could have kept it from him, you know, I could have just moved on without telling him shit. After I told him, I was very surprised about his reaction because he was not freaking out or panicking. He just said, okay, and then he said he was going to pack his shit and go, but he was also going to take the kids. He was very demure, if I can say that word. I guess I just thought he was going to accept the fact that I was cheating on him and then we could just move on and, you know, continue with our perfect lives. But no, he instead chose that he wants to actually leave with our kids, and now I'm panicking.
Look, this is the type of woman who destroys a home and still finds a way to justify it. The husband is out there working to provide everything and she's feeling lonely, so she cheats with a mutual friend. Even worse, she thinks she was brave for admitting it. No man should tolerate that. If she cheats for no reason, she'll do it again. And the worst part, zero accountability, just shock that he's leaving. This kind of woman doesn't want a partnership. She wants comfort without commitment. Run and don't look back.
Is Ann here? Ann. Yes. I'm just coming for her. Hey, babe. Why are you acting like you don't know me? We was just in Mobile together. You had got your 2 kids. Like,
I think you got the wrong house.
no, I don't. Babe, let her know what's up.
Who the fuck is this?
Babe, let her know what's up. Don't act like you don't know me.
Who the fuck is this bitch? I don't know who this is.
Why are you sitting here acting like you don't know? We were just in Mobile. Look, I'm gonna show you the text. Cause you his wife? Cause he said he was leaving you. Here, look.
Anthony, this better be a fucking joke, bro. I'm not fucking playing. Are you fucking serious? So we go to Mobile and you fucking with bitches and we going to fucking Mobile?
I don't have no reason to lie.
What are you talking? Is this a joke?
No, what the fuck is she talking about? Why are you asking me? Who the fuck is this?
I don't know who that is.
You gonna keep denying me.
Who?
You gonna next? I'm gonna put. You gonna either talk or I'm gonna pull out the pictures
Pull out what pictures?
of me and him that we took.
Pull them out.
Tell him.
Cause what the fuck are you talking about?
Who you touching?
I walked away from a 12-year relationship with 2 kids. We had been together since I was 16 years old. You know, I had 2 children as a teenager. And I can honestly say that as young adults raising 2 children, we did pretty okay. But about 6 years into the relationship, I began to feel stuck. While he was sticking to and accomplishing all of the goals that he had set for himself, I was feeling like my life was just becoming like a revolving door of mother and wife duties. And then the goals that I had for myself would come last. I would come up with all these plans on how we could, relocate to California as a family. And he would entertain it, but he never spoke life into it. And when it all hit the fan, I walked away from everything. And you know what was the hardest? The judgment and criticism that I received, especially from people I thought would be in my corner. After leaving that relationship, an overflow of blessings and opportunities started to come my way. It has been an extremely long journey of healing. I didn't know who I was outside of being a mom and a wife. I am that too, but I'm also more than just that. Now I am getting to know LaBrittany.
Here we see another dangerous pattern. The woman who walks away from a stable family to find herself, 12 years together, kids, the man hitting his goals, and she leaves because she feels stuck. That shows ingratitude and a lack of long-term vision. A relationship isn't just about how you feel in the moment. Any man who gets involved with someone like this is taking a real risk. When she gets bored, she'll leave again, and she calls it blessings. That's not growth, that's running from responsibility.
I'm being evicted from my house now.
Immediately, but what we allow you to do is get an overnight bag. All right, so we'll go inside so you can get some of your things.
I have to leave with you?
No, you can drive away.
No. What I'm asking you is, I have to leave right now.
Correct. Yep. So you can go inside, gather up some of your things. We allow you that courtesy. And do you have your car here?
I do.
And then on your own accord, you can leave here, okay?
So you're going to leave and I can leave after you leave? I just have to leave.
We're going to leave. No, we're going to leave with you. We're going to leave together.
Okay.
You definitely have to leave today, okay?
Got you.
So what we'll do now, go inside, get some of your things.
You need this back?
What's that?
This.
Nope, that's for you.
This is me.
Yep.
This is me. That's officer and that's officer. Can I see your eyes, please? Is that okay? All right. My wife filed a false abuse claim against me in order to initiate a divorce, in order to get an advantage over the property that we have. Out of nowhere, she just filed a false abuse claim against me and had me evicted from the house. Women in particular who do this to men are criminals. They are dangerous. They are criminals. My understanding now is that this is a strategy that many women will employ in court in order to take advantage of their husbands and their property. You say I should have seen this coming? She did everything she could to keep me from seeing what she was doing. For the men who have to go through this and the children who have to go through this, I feel sorry for you. This is painful. But the only thing that is going to heal this is justice. If you know someone, or if you are someone and this has happened to you, I'd love to hear from you. There needs to be a movement to stop this. There needs to be a movement so that some strong legislation can be put in place to stop this. This is criminal.
This one is serious, and every man needs to pay attention. A woman who uses false accusations to gain an advantage is extremely dangerous. This goes beyond relationships. This is about destroying someone's life. It shows coldness, manipulation, and a complete lack of character. No man should get involved with someone who shows even small signs of this behavior. This isn't a mistake, it's a strategy. And someone who plays like that is playing to ruin you.
I met this guy on a dating site and he was a little short. So I kind of put him on the back burner. When I decided that I was ready to date him, I found out he got back with his wife. So I met this guy. I don't remember what dating site it was, but we started talking and hit it off. And so we went ahead and set up our first date. Our first date was at a restaurant, and When I talked to him, he had a Caribbean New York accent. So I was living in Texas. So again, naturally, I gravitated towards him. He seems so sweet and so down to earth that I was like, I'm really feeling him. I like this. I like this guy. So we set up the day and time to meet at, I believe the restaurant was Cheddar's. And so I was texting him and I'm like, hey, I'm pulling into the parking lot now of the restaurant. And he was like, okay, I'm standing outside of the restaurant. So I saw him and he looked very handsome. So I was excited. So I parked the car, got out, went to go meet him. And he said to me, the first thing he said to me was, well, you know, I saw you when you pulled up, but I figured you were going to drive by and keep going because you saw how short I was. I said to him, I'm not that type of person. If I say I'm going to meet you, I'm going to meet you. Yeah, you're a little on the short side, but that's okay. Like, we have good conversations, so I think this will be great. So we started talking, we sat down and we ate and we had a blast. So we continued our friendship and getting to know each other. And he eventually invited me over to his mom's house for Thanksgiving dinner with his whole entire family. First of all, I was a little concerned because I was like, you're ready for me to meet your whole family and we're not even dating. We're just, learning each other and becoming friends. But I was like, you know what? I don't have anywhere else to go, so let's do this. So I went and it was a blast. First of all, let me tell you, he's a twin, so he has a twin sister. And he has a huge family, and they are the most amazing people ever. They were joking and laughing. There was a ton of good food. I felt kind of bad because they were roasting on him so bad. I didn't really know how to take it, so I just sat there and I was quiet. But they were roasting on him for a couple reasons. One, because he is a police officer. So, they kept calling him Pig. And then two, because he's short. And so I didn't really know how to take it because everything they said was absolutely hilarious, but I just felt bad because I know, like, in my family, I get roasted a lot. So I've learned to roast back, but with him, I wasn't sure because I had just met him and I wasn't quite sure how to take it. But they had me laughing. My cheeks were hurting so bad by the time I left there. He told me his mom absolutely loved me and his family loved me, so I thought that was pretty cool. Now, moving forward, I had been through a lot of different things. I was moving. He always helped to help me move and stuff, and I thought that was pretty cool. I had to kind of give him a rundown and let him know that, my kids are a little crazy, so when you meet them, don't be offended. And he was like, oh, they can't be any crazier than you. I was like, okay, well, I warned you. I'm just letting you know that now. So he was helping me move all my stuff from the house to the storage facility. And my daughter was there. And my daughter and her friend were there and they were helping us move as well. And my daughter is just like, people seem to think that I'm a little out there because I'm like so happy and so energetic and so crazy. My daughter's 10 times worse. And so he said to me once we were done moving, he was like, yo, she is a lot worse than you. And I was like, yeah, I know. We had a really good time and I really like hanging out with him and vice versa. So we still hang out. We still keep in touch from time to time. I'm back in Pennsylvania and he is still in Texas. So we're friends on here. So every now and then we'll talk. I'll see that he goes back to St. Lucia where he's from. And, I actually, when I decided that I was ready to probably date him, I reached out to him and he said to me that he had started going through separation or some sort with his wife. So, I knew that. And so when I left, I was like, I'm ready to actually sit down and see where this can go. And once I was ready to do that, I found out that him and his wife patched things back up. And so he was now with his wife. I was a little hurt, but I was happy for him. Moving forward, now I found out they are no longer together. But again, I'm now in Pennsylvania, getting ready to leave to go to North Carolina. So, it's not going to work for me now. But yeah, so that was another one of my little tales for dating.
This story seems light, but it says a lot. She puts the guy on the back burner because he's short, only considers him when it's convenient, and then expects him to still be available. That shows ego and a transactional view of men. A man is not a backup plan. By the time she was ready, he was already rebuilding his life, as he should. This type of woman only values you when she loses you or when it benefits her. For any man looking for something serious, this is a complete waste of time.